to Mega Monday. Without Mega Man, right? Mega Man got captured last time, so we gotta fight him actually eventually. So yeah, with that said, we'll get right to it. Yeah, this is kind of a long chapter, but I do have to get through the whole of it if I can. I was actually firing up Battle Network 3 again to try. I didn't have high expectations to try and get the missing chip for the program advance I hadn't logged. I actually got it, like, very quickly. So that's nice. Now I just need somebody to, like, willingly play PvP with me so that I can get the last Giga chip. Because but I was able to, from there, since I had all the PAs, I have all the stars, actually. I don't think there's even a star for Giga Complete in 3. So I had all the stars, so I was able to fight Alpha Omega, which was kind of cool. He's really not that different. I think the exclusive special forms of base are more exciting because they have like new attacks. Well, that's new. Anyway, back to Team Colonel. I'd messed around a little bit in control of Colonel. I was curious, and I went ahead and like redid a liberation mission to get a chance at controlling Mega Man again, to see whether this was the case, whether I could, like, because Colonel, and by extension any of your other navies, actually just can't use dark chips. Might not be here for long, but legs go anyway. Alright, I appreciate it. If you try to use a dark chip as anybody but Mega Man, they just poof. I was curious if that counted as logging them as used. Because, like, using evil chips as Mega Man when he's not evil does the same. But I am able to confirm it doesn't count. Because I tested. Because I would actually like to see if I could get those logged as some of my most frequently used chips without having to pay the max HP cost. You can't cheat the system that way. What I may do is actually log each of them once I get Mega Man back. But we'll see. I do intend to embrace the darkness eventually. There's just not enough benefit to it yet. Simply because I never did it before. And interestingly, it does cap. The most max HP you can permanently lose is 500. So if you get all the HP memories, that still leaves you with 500 total. So it's, you know, not as bad as it could be, which is leaving you with 1 max HP forever. You can still pad it on top of that with Navicust and patch cards. We'll just have to see what happens. I've logged a couple other chips, but they're ones I don't really mind being in there. It's not like the original GBA release. Where am I going again? Scilab. Just Scilab. I'm pretty sure that means go to 4, because that's the area that hasn't opened up yet, until just now. So interestingly, playing as Colonel, you do get his C cannon. You get access to the C cannon all the time, just like you would in a liberation mission. So that's like additional incentive to use C code. Even though I don't have very many C chips, it's still kind of nice because you always get that cannon. And it's not a bad attack at this point in the game. I could use that crack bomb, but I don't want that in my list. Colonel is in the blacklist, so it won't count anyway. There's Shadow Man there. I already fought him. I already even have his SP chip. He wouldn't be the worst Navi to get in there. And Mega Chips I'll have an easier time overriding than the rest, but... this is... I want to get the... Ah, nice. I saved it in time. Okay. So Colonel can't really benefit from patch cards or Navicust. He does have a pretty strong base charge shot. It's doing 60 damage. I did always like using Colonel over using Proto-Man in the other version. His charge shot is just a lot more versatile. Because it will always hit that V, and it always centers on the first enemy in the row he's in. So it's almost an auto aim. If there's no enemy in the row, it will center 3 spaces in front of him. So you can hit stuff without even moving into position like that, which is actually kind of good. Oops. It's actually kind of a nice way to get double deletes. So there you go. I don't want to use untraps here. It's not really worth it. But I can't resist, you know? How different is Colonel to Proto-Man? More different than Battle Network 3, where the versions are almost identical. I'd say still more different than 4's versions. But essentially all of the navies on your team are different. They fill similar roles, but they're, especially the liberation abilities, like in the tactics mode, are largely the same with some slight differences. Like I mentioned how Nightman has like a passive that'll just block attacks for people near him. Instead, Magnet Man has like a shield ability which he triggers. I think it's worse because it uses his turn and costs order points, but he can use it from across the map and it like stays the whole turn. So it does have advantages. It's just kind of strictly worse for getting fast times, which is the main challenge of those missions. But yeah, I mean, the biggest difference is you have Magnet Man instead of Nightman. You have Gyro Man instead of Shadow Man. So those allies are different, their boss battles are different, their chips are different, and then the in-game Geiga chips are also different. There's also a couple codes that I think are swapped around, like codes that are more common in one version and less common in the other. But that's largely the gist of it. So it's mostly the guys on your team are changed. I do not want to hit the mystery data, so let's see, we'll just use this. There's also a couple like random changes as well, because I just booted up Team Proto-Man and noticed this, that like Lan's room is a different color, and instead of the like characters from the theme park as figures on his shelf, he has trophies from his tournament battles. So there's just random stuff like that. Also, from a story perspective, you're working with Proto-Man and Chod instead of Beryl and Colonel. So you could argue it's a bigger difference than like Pokemon versions, at least after Battle Network 3. Battle Network 3 was not really intended to be that. It just kind of wound up getting released as 2 versions. It was called Black version in Japan, and it was more of like a, kind of a definitive release that came out a little bit after. Also, Team Colonel has an extra like cutscene at the end that sets up the sequel for whatever reason. Literally just spamming Colonel's Navi chip as Colonel is kind of ridiculous. This is one of those chips I shouldn't have yet, but hey, I'll use it. Because it's C-code. Interestingly, while non-megaman navis can't use normal evil chips or dark chips, they can use DS navi chips, which is something only evil megaman can do normally. And they're just as powerful as the SPs right now, because I can't log any records. Because I can't fight the strongest version of these bosses yet. Oops. Anyway, I got the key, right? Okay, now we go to Orin 2, which I can get to faster by checking out and back in. That'll send me back to Scilab 2. Why walk back through areas 4 and 3? It is convenient to be able to check in at Scilab now. Oh, that's Cloudman. I thought that was another Colonel. Look at my chip selection that carefully. Yeah, Battle Network 5 I think does suffer from some of the same problems 4 had. But I guess my experience is the early game goes by faster, for one. But like, there's not a huge enemy variety because they did rely on a lot of They did rely on a lot of palette swaps. There's still basically 3 versions of every enemy and 3 versions of every chip, which kind of pads out the chip list. But I think it did go a long way to me that some of these early chips are ones that I like Drill Arm and Cactus Ball. And I even like the enemies. They're not like annoying or anything, so little goes a long way. The fact that they finally, like, altered the cannon virus, too. I will say when it comes to Colonel and Proto Man specifically, Proto Soul is a lot better than Colonel Soul when you finally get them at the end of the game. I do think Colonel's Double Soul is just a lot more interesting, though, which matters to me. But Proto Soul is way better than it was in 4, just by virtue of there being way more really good sword chips to charge up. Especially one called Moonblade, which hits every space adjacent, which is great for Proto Soul, because you still charge it for double damage, and it gets a step sword effect. So you can warp to the center of the enemy area and hit every enemy, as long as that area is unoccupied. But for this section of the game, Proto Man just has a wide sword for his charge shot, which is not nearly as helpful. He does get his step sword chip, which is B code to match blues. Yeah, Orin 2, that's where I'm going. Scouting out end area for the next liberation mission. But of course, there will be yet again some barrier that we will need a new team member to get across, because this game's pretty formulaic. Honestly, it's not a bad thing, though. For Team Colonel, that's going to be Tomahawk Man, who debuted in this game. And for Team Proto Man, it is returning character, sort of, Napalm Man. So I guess where Team Colonel got a returning character whose operator we never saw in Shadow Man, Proto Man gets it for the following chapter. Because you never see Napalm Man's operator. He also was restricted to, like, secret areas before. I think just in 2. Yeah, just in Battle Network 2. Another returning Battle Network 2 character, I guess you could say. I guess I could have just moved to, could have just moved to Orin in the real world to check in. That might have been faster. Proto Man has a sword in this. Yeah, swords are his whole thing. So in this game, basically, because everybody had to have a double soul, and the way you activate double souls is by using a chip of that element. They kind of broadened the elements out. It actually becomes a full element cycle in 6, where, like, sword is, I think, weak to break chips. That's not an effect here. So Colonel weirdly got saddled with obstacle chips as his thing. That doesn't really come through controlling him here. But when you get the double soul, it has a rather interesting ability where if you place obstacles like Rock Cube, even stuff like Time Bomb counts, it will turn into a soldier and shoot at the enemy when they line up with it. Which can be pretty good. That's actually his, like, most interesting ability. He still has his little V-shape charge shot. His other ability is interesting, but unfortunately, like, was the one thing they really didn't want to make overpowered. And that is that he can set other chips to become his charge shot. The reason it's not overpowered, and again, this is stuff you have to use in the double soul form. Regular Colonel can't do this. But he can make a chip into his charge shot, essentially. There's restrictions on what chips work. I think it has to be a non-screen freeze and non-element chip. Which still would be kind of cool. But what really holds it back is using that ability resets your charge speed to the minimum, which kind of stinks. So if you were thinking you could just, spam, Scully chips or whatever, you actually can't. And again, regular Colonel is kind of just stuck with this. It's actually a pretty good charge shot, but... Alright, we can get into this area now. New area, hooray. I spy a purple data. I still have unlockers, right? Yeah, I have 2. Ooh, the Collect program. Very useful. I haven't had issues getting chips yet. I forgot Metfires show up here. I already have, like, a full set just from, like, Chip Trader and patch cards and stuff, but still kind of cool, I guess. Oh, I should have used Colonel instead. That would have doubled the weight. Oh well. Cloudman is kind of an interesting Navi chip. He summons a cloud for every space behind the enemy. So if you can catch them in your area, he can hit a lot of times. And he has the stun effect, just like Thunder, so he's quite good. Ooh, the little whirlies. Aqua Whirl is another chip I might be allowed to use, so that's good. I'm just getting Zinni here. Oh well. There will be plenty of chances for that later. Maybe I need that collect program, except I can't even use it yet. I'm kind of blanking on how to get through this area. Ooh, shop? Oh, it is open. Anything good? Nothing I'll actually use. I'll save my Zenny for now, even though I have a ton. Clean him out when I need library completion if I still need his stuff. I don't know if that'll work. I'll probably move out of... Oh, he blocked it. He body blocked it. This is just the... Yeah, it's just an EX. No Cact Ball 2s yet. Once again, pretty much all the 2 and 3 codes are locked behind post-game. Which is something I'm not a fan of, but it is what it is. I'm not getting any chips anymore. Just money. S ranks. This folder's not enough for it. Looks like. Oops. That's a whiff. There we go. Encode is actually ultimately the one I might use. I don't know. Pretty far from building an encode folder though. It's Mega Man. He's evil now. Well, we gotta kill Mega Man. A joke this is not. Dark Chips made him talk like Yoda. Thus I shall not allow the likes of you to pass. How observant of you. Why does Dark Mega talk so weird? Colonel's like, let's go. I'ma kill him. I will become the main character. Herg. Wow. Oh, he's still in there somewhere. It's like the one time, like, large numbers mean something. Just, like, use a program advance or something, man. Ally with serious power who can take out a bunch of enemies in a single blow. Why don't you just call Proto Man? This is kind of weird how he's absent most of the story. Random other mission. Booster system. Can multiply the power of any program. Should go to the auction. We have reason to believe Nebula is after it. You'll need an invite to board the ship. Suppose you don't have one, right? You suppose correctly. Have to get in yourself somehow. I don't know any top business people in Royals. Wait, I do know Royals person. Royals person. Ah, the script. You have to kill Megaman. I'll take him out. Yes. It's cold, man. So obviously, we need a wealthy individual, so it's Yai. No, it's not Yai. Obviously, the Royal is our suggestion. I think you can talk to Yai about it, though. Let's see if she has anything to say. Clearly, we need to find Miss Millions and Snake Man. Why would I have one? Only the most elite CEOs of the world's corporations and a few princesses. Well, okay. We know a few princesses. I mean, we know Royals person. She's hanging out over there. I do wonder, I spied him earlier. Dusk just like chills up on this mountain sometimes. Oh, I forgot how deep you had to go just to see him. There's a shady dark chip salesman. He sold me a dark tornado. Ah, forget it. Wait, no, I gotta take the elevator, right? What's Dex doing over here? Someone upstairs doing training too. Sounds pretty serious. Nope, not there. I don't know why I have such a hard time going through this area. Oh yeah, you gotta go all the way through, don't you? Oh, there's the final location of the hide-and-seek guy. I went ahead and finished his side quest. There he is, just chilling in an inaccessible area. Can't even talk to him there. Just being a ninja, brooding in a high place. Maybe he's just standing up there thinking about whether or not there are people who don't like ice cream, too. Anyway, it was convenient of them to move Pride back out to the main area for this, instead of the drill area. You are a Royals person. I mean, she's on the team too. It would have made more sense to assign her to do this. I don't really like parties. I bet you don't like ice cream either. Weirdo. But it would have made more sense to actually, like, have her do this mission and have Lan and Colonel work on End area, but whatever. Lan has to do everything. You know how it works. Allies are worthless, actually. Except as an accessory to give you the power of friendship. Oh, we have to actually sleep. Okay. Go home, I guess. I do wonder about this French fry sprite. Like, whose idea was this? I haven't heard Megaman around. Did you two fight? Oddly unconcerned. Yeah, how are they planning to explain that to Mom? By the way, does she even know Megaman is Hub? I think she does. Scilab's logo is the same color as Subway. Can't not see that. Yeah. I guess it is. Yeah, so weirdly, in the other versions, like, Lan's room is slightly different. He has trophies on this shelf. He has a poster of Otenko instead of Django. It's all completely different. These weird minor differences. You father and I could use a cruise. The father who was kidnapped by terrorists. Yes, I think he could use a cruise. Psh, school's canceled. We got cybercrime. Back to Scilab. If only we could fly freely like airplanes. Another dark chip seller. Going to create a new world where all disputes are resolved through quizzes. You'll see. That's ominous. You know, her quiz prize was a dark chip. I'm pretty sure the quizmaster is evil. Plotting world domination over there. Our benevolent quiz dictator. Yep. Yeah, we're stuck on this boat for a while. This is the scene of our next dungeon, basically. Yes, this random kid will perfectly blend in at this high society gathering for the rich and famous. Special crime busting talk. Okay. a 10 chip trader. Might as well put my extras in now. This one can give you some 2 chips. So it does have that going for it. I already have Blizzman. Time Bomb 2. Nothing particularly good. Got the Tomahawk Man chip already. Haven't even seen Tomahawk Man yet. No, I actually already got it from the patch card too, so... It's probably the last one I can do. Might as well jack in, right? Free stuff. I like how one of the implications of this setting is every wireless device anybody has, everybody in the world has incentive to just randomly access because, like, there might be cool power-ups in it. Can't get them to line up on a diagonal, huh? That's a shame. Always check all 4 corners and the center. Customizer program. Not that special. Tropical traffic light juice. Take part in a free net battle. Do they normally cost money? Spin it around for left and right. Where we sail a maiden's stairs. It repels all light and always reflects me. Mirror a figurehead, and what was the first one? Spin it around? There's a lotto number. There's a ton of them that aren't in-game, though. That's why I always just copy them. They were in, like, magazines and stuff. The figurehead is one, right? He makes a good point. You don't want to send kids there. Oh, is it the helm? It spins around and around. I am the captain. You don't think I'm dressed like a captain? Got these clothes and hat when I first took the wheel. Yeah, they just didn't want to make a unique sprite. That's the helm. Secured against jacking, and that's lame. Actually, I think that's the dungeon, isn't it? If I remember, the ship computer's like split up between a couple places you can jack in, I think. And this mirror. No, not this mirror. Different mirror. Okay. Hell's all light always reflects me. Yeah, that's a mirror. That's a mirror. What am I forgetting here? Oh, the thing the mirror reflects. I see. That one gets me every time. I figured the me is the guy looking at the mirror, right? But no. You did your scavenger hunt. Now the plot can progress. Woo, 1,000 zenny. Yeah, this is a pay to win. Dude's over here talking smack. Can't have a boss battle without a dungeon, huh? Not allowed. To the engine room. I don't know the code. Okay. Check the game audio. Is game audio a problem? Is it just quiet or did it cut out? Still coming through on monitoring, but check the game audio. Is it just quiet? Oh yeah, that seems bad. Let me just check the HDMI connection. if that fixed anything. Just really quiet. Has it been that way the whole time? I'll turn it up. Let me see. That's odd. Is that better? Is that too loud? I had it turned like way down because it's usually a lot louder. The monitoring's still fine. So I don't know if that's... My connection seems good. The capture card's feeling kind of hot, which it is getting hot in this room. Unfortunately, this is like the hottest room in my house, so... Partly because I have, you know, a hot computer running in here. Is that better, though? Because I turned it up most of the way. I guess I can check the... It's better. Might have been for a while. Okay. I'll just keep going. Hopefully that's not... Didn't get compromised in some other way, too. I was hearing kind of a staticky, but that could have been feedback when I turned on the audio from YouTube as well to echo back to me, so... Is somebody supposed to give me this code? Just gotta guess. Oh. What was the security code? 1 and 9 2 tonight makes 11. 119 11 92 1192 11. How many digits was it? Sometimes these clues are bizarre. 1192 tonight makes 11. What? Is it like a palindrome? I guess so. Okay. That was some like Batman level just leaping to conclusions on that hint. I don't know if I should be proud of myself or if this game has just made me dumber. No, that's absolutely fine. I'm glad you were paying attention enough to let me know. Otherwise, I would have gone the whole thing. I remember when I first started streaming, I had like a whole Adama stream with no audio because I just didn't know. Why is there only one jacking port? Oh, no, it's generic area. I was trying to remember if this was just ship comp 1. That all goes from the bridge, I think. Click. Why would he click? It's a weird thing to do, Colonel. Go get this blue data over here. Just money. Reach him with the drill. I already have these chips anyway. Oh, a virus. It's not even like a particularly special virus, you know? It's like... This isn't even a chain battle, is it? Just like, you know, a handy and 2 cannons. Could have at least, like, had me fight a heal Navi or something, right? I don't think that happens in this game. That's something Battle Network 4 did better. Aircon com. I want to make sure I get all the mystery data the first time through, so I don't have to go back here. Yeah, that's a triple. Good use of the copy damage. That's why I have it. Make sure there's nothing on this side. Much of a pain as it might be. Yep. I knew it. Ooh, battery. That makes electric viruses more likely to show up. It's nice when you're trying to get your library completion. Oh, we got some EX viruses. These are at least, like, unique up to this point, right? A code. A different code, at least. Regular up. Doesn't seem to be anything on the other side. We'll say the looping areas is kinda lazy. Yeah, this is where Cloudman shines, right? Stuff that moves into your area. Whoops. Still got 2. That's not bad. Still an S rank, so that's nice. Would have preferred to get the Aqua World, though. That's fine. Dude just jacks out, runs away. You have to wonder why more people don't do that. You do realize he's just a 10-year-old kid, right? How old is Lang? Maybe he's like 11 at this point. I mean, he's a grown adult. You're a child. What were you gonna do? Throw a battle chip at him? I would say you should, like, you know, give his description to some kind of security or police, but to be fair, he's a generic NPC. He looks the same as so many other people. Although nobody else here, at least they didn't make that oversight. Well, your thing got stolen. Anyone go in or out of this room? No way. The mouse couldn't have got past me, but the thief is still in this room. It wasn't me. I was just about to take it when the lights went down. There's another thief here. Dude did just confess, though. I don't know if I have to do this, but there's probably mystery data in here. Go ahead and check. Holograms, of course. Don't need this data. It's probably like an HP memory. You gotta be Megaman when you find those. It's the mirror. Well, it's a magic mirror. Infrared rays, which as we all know are reflected by mirrors. Radiation, sure. It's not really a focused beam, but okay. That would go right here, wouldn't it? Booster systems are enemy. Uber Corp developed it. It's their resort that ruined my village. Dang it, Uber. Cyber hatch is now operating. These at the bottom of the slope. It's underwater. HP goes down when you're out of oxygen. Bubbles restore oxygen. Eddies drain oxygen. Sweep you along. You can swim against the flow, but it uses lots of oxygen. Near the key, there's an emergency device. So get the keys from the underwater areas. As gimmicks go, it's not terrible. I guess. Do navies breathe? They breathe cyber air, and they can't breathe it under cyber water, obviously. Stop asking these kinds of questions. It's not worth it. Bubbles. If I remember correctly, if you revisit this area later, I think the water is drained, which makes it easier to go back for stuff. So I may not put too much focus on item collection just yet. Oh yeah, this is annoying. The submarine guys hide underwater. It's a bit of a pain. I forgot he could. There goes the ocean stuff. The water panels also act like sand panels used to, slowing your movement. That works out. That was just the wrong way to go, I guess. Wait, did I get the key? Is that what I picked up? I wasn't even paying attention. I might have picked up the key. Okay. Cyber hatch, because it couldn't just be a hatch. No, no. That wouldn't make sense. That is a yo-yo. Okay. Megaman will at least double the lead off the bat. That's a nice one. Keeps giving me the cannons, though. I want the Aqua Whirl. That's the chip I don't already have tons of. There's a key. I'll revisit with Megaman later. Let's just get through this efficiently. Now, electric attacks will hit underwater enemies. They also have the added benefit of doing increased damage to anything standing on water. Which is great when the said enemy standing on water is a water enemy. Then you're basically doing quadruple damage, and this is why Toadman dies really fast. There's the key. Next one. Yeah, it is weird getting green data in these like dungeon areas. That's still strikes me as strange, I guess. But it's not a bad thing. Just not used to it, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to. Can't hit these guys very easily. Ah! This will at least break the water. I need those Cloudman summons, you know? I don't need this data. Now I'm losing tons of HP. Better on busting level, but thank you. Air. Sweet air. There's the key. Shoot. Just want to get to the escape hatch switch thing. Messed up my button mashing. You can, if you're losing a lot of HP to that, always jack out and back in. It's pretty easy to retread steps, since most of the map is detours. Yay, Aqua Whirl. Ah. Should be quick enough to hit him, right? Yeah. Awesome. That should... Yep. That should be a nice one. There we go, side bubble. Blue chip. Won't use it though. At least I have it. Ouch. Bad. It's not worth it. Oh no, that's cruel. They put it right next to the. Oh, that just kicks you down there. Okay. Regular up. Okay. Just missed him. There's the key. Shaky. Ah, shoot. Problem. Bubbles. Ah, what is this? Oh, that actually wasn't enough for him. So for a 10 rank, I guess. No. Okay, made it. Sweet. Should keep A. Oh, there's an A and a B on this one. Go the other way. Oops. Oh no! I just wanted the bubble. Whoops, I meant to do more than that. Smash through. That was not a key. That was a grass seed. Not what I'm looking for. Oh. Didn't see that one. It's gotta be it, right? Oh, shoot! No! Jeez. Big time. You can't always use sub-chips to recover HP too. Sometimes it makes a lot more sense to just power through. You know? Oh no. Oh, what? Did I not mash well enough? What's that about? Okay, fine. I made it. Somehow. Ugh. Just isn't worth it sometimes. That... So it's still gonna hit both? Yeah, okay. Awesome. Still just in code. There's gotta be a different code I can get, right? There's shit PB. I knew that would be the one. Oh, there's a C. There is a C. It's gotta be down that other path then, right? I must have just taken a wrong turn somewhere? I can't really line them up on diagonals. There's enough for each of you, so... I literally just... Wow. I stopped short of it. Okay. Not my brightest hour there. A, B, and C. Let's go. 4 whole areas. You can see them behind the last one, but this is another with multiple keys. Whoops. Where are we going from here? It's the boy bomb. Tool assisted that does this section without taking damage. It's probably more possible than you'd think. You can always go up for air, too. You don't start taking damage until the meter's all the way down. So. easiest way. I'm relying on these Navi chips a lot. I thought it would be fun to have C code, but kind of getting a little brain dead here. But it is kind of fun to try and line up multi-deletes at least. Approach it a little differently. Which way should I be going exactly? Is this a key? It's not a key. Okay. Try the other way. Pretty easy to get lost on this one. Probably want to make sure you actually get each bubble, too. Is there only one key? Only one key, okay. Just a lot of dead ends. We'll go ahead and heal up. I mean, you could just jack out. It doesn't take that long to retread. If all the doors unlocked. Tool assisted of this game would look insane. Probably, yeah. If you want to, I don't know if it's actually tool assisted or not. I know he uses mods. There is a Japanese YouTuber called Dirge, D-I-R-G-E, that has a bunch of videos of him just styling on every boss in every game. Not like, they're usually pretty impressive clear times, but what's interesting is he like never uses like the really easy, like, broken stuff. He just breaks the game in more creative ways than, like, you'll never see him use like most program advances or like the really basic stuff. It's a lot of fun actually watching his videos. So yeah, we gotta fight Tomahawk Man. He's got a weird totem pole, so that's something. Interestingly, the totem pole can use fire attacks, so you can actually use anti-fire against him and do a crap ton of damage because he's wood element. Actually, I'm just gonna blitz him with drill arm if I can, since he'll be jammed up against the pole. If I can catch him on my... Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a lot of damage right there. Thought he'd be stunned longer. Oh, I forgot I had Chaos Lord in this. 80 HP left. Let's use the OP Geiga chip that does 500 damage. Why not? Poor dude never stood a chance. Stealing is wrong. No one would believe us. We're just country folk. Why don't you just join our team? The world will take you seriously as warriors of justice. Well, that was easy. Recruitment. Only one of the people who tried to steal the thing was arrested, and it was the guy who was worse at it. Why not? Alright, back to End Area 1. We'll do the Liberation mission, and that'll probably be our stop point. So next week, we'll pick up from there. I may fiddle around a little bit after. Oh, I just want the weird telephone pole, right? I'm trying to remember if there's like a... Well, there is an end area you can jack into as well. Which will be the site of our next dungeon. To be honest, formulaic as it is, I really like this sort of like alternating between liberation missions and like the more traditional dungeons, which we're missing from 4. Kind of just cobbled dungeons out of the internet area. Oh, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. That's where I'm going. If they ever made like a more modern battle network, you'd kind of expect the internet to be sort of open. A little bit of an open world feel, but it'd be nice to still have like those dungeons too for the story. So part of the reason I slipped a couple K-chips in here is to use with Knifeman. I don't really have a lot that's S that I want in my history, so Shadow Man will have to make do. Foreign area doesn't even have an ocean. How boring. Colonel line up here. Too bad I missed. Skip the mystery data. I'm scared. Get on that floor. No, not scared of the people taking over the internet and kidnapping people. Scared of the conveyor belt floor. Of course. Let's see if I even remember the pathway here. Gotta get those bug frags, right? Can always use more bug frags. You do know tomahawks are supposed to be thrown weapons, right? Tomahawk now. whole point. It's a throwing axe. But weirdly, his is double-bladed, which also doesn't exactly... It's not what most tomahawks look like. Might as well save first. So yeah, gotta do a liberation mission without Megaman. I had a previous commitment. Just wonder what that was, you know? Ninja business. Tomahawk Man can clear 6 squares at a time. His counterpart, Napalm Man, also specializes in clearing lots of areas, but his area is a little different shaped. You don't get items cleared that way, though. That's the drawback. Plus it costs order points. We're within 10. Shouldn't be too hard, right? And the thing is, if I do the 6, I still won't reach the hole. So I don't know if that's actually what we want to do right away. Let's see. I think there's a key there. You know what? I bet this is one of the keys. I'm not gonna cheat. If I don't get the SP, that's fine. I probably want both chips from this anyway. Ah, submarines. These things suck for liberation missions. I'm behind too. Oh, I don't want fast. I should have unequipped fast gauge. Oh well. I don't have to S rank, that's true. I don't even have to one turn these guys. That was a one turn, actually. Nice. Get the battle chip, too. Aqua World 2. Oh, alright. Might be something I'll use later. Never know. Yeah, so I guess the question is it even worth using Tomahawk Man's clear here? I don't think it is. Because it won't actually eliminate the guy in front there. Right. So I'll still have to do at least one more clear after. I don't know if I actually need to be that stingy with order points, but that doesn't hurt. Cloudman will not hit the sub. Right, well, he will move forward though, I think. But actually, it might just be easier to, yeah, just go for that right away. I'm not really sure how Cloudman works in these situations, but like, if I was facing the other way, would he still hit? I'm not sure. Got the one turn. Now I could, like... But I think if I clear the hole, it should be all good, right? just work on clearing the hole, I guess. Yeah, one turns. Tomahawk Man's charge shot actually is like life sword range. It's really good. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to screw that up. Oh, well, I confused the charge shot of his double soul with that. It's more like a boomerang. It actually is a thrown axe, like a tomahawk. It's actually not bad, but I was expecting the one that's used by his soul form. Continue working on some of these edges with Shadow Man, maybe. Forward, come on. Oh, there it is. Maybe? Yeah, that'll do. That's a one turn clear. Good. Over points. I might take a peek at the map for this mission. I don't know. It's knowing where the keys are. It's been too long. I don't have it memorized. Oh, they're okay. Both keys are on corners of this, so they're the two corners I missed. Okay. Well, I only wasted as much time as I could. I guess. Let's see. I'll lose the bonus panel that way. I really want to do that? Tomahawk Man, since he took damage. This is just a heal. Yep, just a heal. Okay, well. That'll give me access to the two holes next time. So that's not bad. Actually, yeah, Nightman can clear one of them alright. Probably be waiting on Shadow, to be honest. Ah, phooey. That's a complete whiff, too. clear is all that matter. One turn wouldn't have made a difference there. Got quite a lot of time. I do need a one turn if I want to get this quickly, though. Unless... I mean, I need to clear the hole anyway. So yeah, I might as well. Push forward this way. You know what? If I faced the other way, I probably could have got it in one. This is a bit unfortunate. If I do this, it doesn't even matter if I'm using Shadow Man or not. And then I'll at least get rid of the Dark Voids. This isn't the most efficient way to clear everything, but I think I can still get within the 10, at least. I'll definitely get within the 10. I think I need within 8 for other reasons, though. Probably should have saved him for a tomahawk swing on the next thing. Oh well. I'm really probably not going to. I think you get full cust for the reward here. Obviously Dark Mega doesn't have Navi chips. There's one key. The other key's the other corner. You know what? This takes the guesswork out without having to use order points. So I'll do that. Actually, I don't know. I might be able to pull this off. Let's see. I definitely could do this in fewer turns if I knew where the keys were from the beginning. Should be a straight shot to Dark Mega after this, at least. Ooh, look at all those C codes. Just clear those aqua viruses first. Got him. Yep, tomahawk swing, and I'll be knocking on his doorstep. What is it? It's turn. Tree. I don't know what turn it is. Isn't there a way to see that? Maybe not. Thought there was. I don't remember what button it is. It's select, which is LR in this collection. Oh, I forgot there was a big wind-up to that. Ooh, got him on the backswing. Okay. I like it. Go grab the bonus panels of Shadow Man, because that's a free action for him. Actually, anybody can reach this one right now. I do not need order points, but okay. I want to get the extra battle chips. I don't know which ones this mission drops. But... there we go. What is it? Yo-Yo E. I'll take it. Actually, for PA log, I need all the codes of that, so that's good. Nightman. Dark Soul feels his body now. Yeah, so this is Dark Mega Man. So he will use chips based on your history. So it's a good thing I didn't use any dark chips yet. Otherwise, might be having some problems here. infused. That's good. But that includes dark chips, it even includes program advances. Well, I think this version of him just isn't nearly as aggressive as he could be. This being a liberation mission too, even if you did spam a lot of dark chips, he's still not really unbeatable, because liberation missions are quite lax in terms of just bare clearance. No, that'll do it. Nightman did it. Didn't even need anybody else to attack. Actual 5, okay, so much for... Yeah, I thought that was going to take me a little longer. You got the full cost. I think you get something pretty good for just clearing under 10 as well. 8 to 10, 8, 9, or 10. Something I'm pretty sure I want. Nyar. Well, we gotta kill Mega Man. Dark Cannon? That's not even a dark chip, man. It's not even a dark chip in this game. Of course, Mega Man's back. That's right, we got another Double Soul, and we can actually use Shadow Soul now, since as soon as we unlocked it, Mega Man got taken away. And mumble mumble. Dang Mega Man and his friends. Underestimated him. Cosmo Man. What happened to Laser Man? He was your Navi. Take them down from within. That's his plan. Several days. Arrives at Scilab Mission Control. First, so you can all meet each other. It's the first time all us operators have met. Part of getting to know each other, someone I'd like you to meet. I don't know how he heard about us, but he's begging me to let him join the team. It's Higsby. Team Proto Man gets Search Man instead. But yeah, Number Man's back. Number Soul is back. become a man, huh? We'll be fine. No need for recon, just leave it to Number Man. Yeah, that's right, we got a second folder. Look at that. And we have unlocked Chaos Unison. So this is like the way to use dark chips without the actual downsides. I still want to use them the regular way though, because I ultimately want to use Evil State Megaman. But since that locks you out of Double Soul, I don't want to use it until I'm actually ready to use Evil chips. However, as a sort of prelude to that, I'm going to register the dark chips I have. And start using Shadow Chaos, which is Dark Invis, which is pretty much the ability I want to be able to use. So, let's grab... that in. And let's just get some of this stuff in here. Dark Thunder for sure. So you only lose 1 max HP for using Dark Chip or Dark Soul in a match. So if you want to register all of them, you want to use 3 in a single battle, ultimately. I think these 3 are the ones I can get away with. Lance Wide Thunder. That actually might be tricky. Let's grab one that I know I can, like, miss with. Instead of Wide. Okay, here we go. It would have been easier if I'd do some other stuff first. But this may take a while. Okay, there's Dark Tornado. Actually, already Evil State here. Dark Thunder. Oh yeah, they do give you bugs as well. And Dark Lance, perfect. Okay. No going back. I have now reduced my max HP to 449 permanently. Let's register the other 3 as well. So I'm skipping Sonic, because that won't be used in Dark Invis, and Dark Invis itself can't be used either. Obviously, if it could, that would lead to a recursive loop. You'll see what I mean. Actually, I thought about skipping out on Dark Meteor, but I think there are some ways it could be useful. The biggest problem with Dark Meteor, it has potential to hit lots and lots of times, but it typically gives a flinch, so it gives the Mercy invincibility. And that's a problem. Sword. Meteor. That's actually perfect, because it shouldn't break the cannon. I used Dark Wide on the last one. There's just 2 max HP I'm paying. And this will make Dark Shadow Chaos much more fun to use. You notice Mega Man got darker too, even at the start of battle. He's in his slightly tainted state right now. Actually might retool. A-code might be more useful now. If I could get more asteroids, yeah. Put that in there just in case I want regular Shadow Soul. What else we got? I'll retool my folder later. Do I have room for another Mega Chip right now? What else do I have that's... C or T or star. Just give it like an attack plus 10. Actually, fast gauge is fine. Well, I saved over it. No getting that HP back. It's just 2, though. So I'm curious what it's going to look like now if I use Dark Invis. To get it through. I'll do it the safe way. Probably be more meaningful against an actual go fight an actual boss. So interestingly, Shadow Soul has sped up movement, which is really cool. It's not enough that it really matters, but it's still kind of fun. This charge shot is a long sword, kind of a bizarre choice. There we go. Alright. Shadow Chaos, let's go. So now the charge shot becomes Dark Invis, only if I release it when it's purple. Otherwise, it will summon Dark Mega, which I don't want to happen. Okay, you just spammed Buster that time. Not very exciting. So in Dark Invis, he should use chips, use my most used chips. This is why I've been very restrictive on the chips I use. I haven't seen anything that really ties the Buster usage in. I saw a couple Buster ups there. I wonder if that's related to the blacklist, if he uses the Buster instead. If so, this may be underwhelming. In the original GBA version, it was possible to basically make Shadow Chaos do something like, or Dark Invis rather, just spam Dark Thunders, which pretty effectively wrecks every boss in the game because it'll stun lock them with 200 damage a hit. That's not possible in the Legacy Collection. because it will not use dark chips. Dark chips automatically get booted to 4th most used by default. And if you want to use program advances or mega chips, you need to register at least 12. And if you register no regular chips in the top 3, they get filled with placeholder cannons and mini bombs and air shots, which you don't really want. So I've been pretty careful to mostly use stuff off the blacklist of chips it will not use. And only use chips that at least don't flinch enemies. Or that will just be really strong, like dark chips. I'm gonna see what this does against our friend Gridman here. If I can actually draw it. Since he has a suitable amount of HP for me to just wail on. Come on. Give me my thing. Give me my thing. Where is it? There we go. Alright, show me what you can do. And he is on autopilot here. Okay, so area grab I actually did want. Oh! Boomer will flinch him? I didn't realize that. Might have been a mistake then. There was a Dark Lance in there. So yeah, it did finish him off. It did about 700 HP of damage. Obviously, there's a good deal of RNG as to which attacks come out. If you get at least one Dark Chip, you're doing something right, I guess. Let's see what happens this next time. Just as another test drive. Let's give him his full 1000 HP just to see if we can take him out from full. This isn't the strongest version of Gridman, but still. Double Soul will at least mill through the boulder quicker. Probably should rearrange my folder to be fewer codes so I can do this faster. Probably ditch the C code, honestly. Just unlucky here. Ninja speed. Oops. There it is. Show me what you got. Dark Soul. There was a Dark Sword, but it did miss. That's sort of what I was worried about. Okay, okay. Not that impressive. That one was kind of weak. There is room for improvement in the future, though. And still, as something I can just do right now. Obviously, if I start getting program advances out, that'll be a lot more significant to it. So far, I don't regret it. But I am not pure evil yet. I probably won't go pure evil till the end game, when I can access the actual evil-only chips. Besides the DS Navis, they don't really count. They do the same thing as the SPs. They just scale their damage differently. So yeah, with that said, that's it for tonight. Catch you next time, and have a good night.